CBS 47 Fox 30 Action News Jax begins with breaking news.
And that breaking news is new video that shows the moment a man accused of firing at a JSO officer was taken into custody. And we've highlighted him coming out of a dumpster when he was caught. You can also see a gun there highlighted on the ground. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says minutes before that, he was pulled over and almost immediately started firing at that officer. Let's listen.
On the ground!
The officer only suffered minor injuries and all that.
This case really speaks to the dangers that police officers face every day in, day out, and how quickly the job can change.
Action News Jax brought you that shooting as breaking news yesterday at 5.
Incredible that officer was not seriously hurt in all of that. New tonight, Action News Jax Danny Bozzini joins us live from outside JSO. Danny, 3 people in all were arrested in this.
Several shots were fired, but the officer and the suspect were not shot. The passenger who got out of the car with his hands up does have some injuries to his face and leg, but investigators are still trying to piece together how that happened. As a JSO officer tried to make a traffic stop, a passenger got out with his hands up, and the driver, who we now know is Luis Rodriguez, opened fire. The officer shot back. Then you can see Rodriguez drive away. This is the aftermath. Bullet holes to the window, doors, and back of the officer's patrol car. Police later found Rodriguez hiding in a dumpster just 4 miles away from the shootout on Line Road. This is new body camera video of officers working to get Rodriguez to surrender and drop his weapon.
You are about to get shot. You understand me?
Police say 2 armed robberies to local businesses are what led up to Monday's dangerous encounter. The video we just watched shows us how dangerous it can be for police officers and how quickly things can change. Now, police believe Rodriguez is tied to at least 6 other robberies that have happened in the last week. That's why they're hoping anyone who might have any information will give them a call. Live at JSO headquarters, Danny Bozzini, CBS 47 Fox 30, Action News Jax.
And yesterday was the first involving a JSO officer in 2021. Now, according to the transparency page, there were 16 officer-involved shootings last year, 11 of them in 2019. Coming up at 5:30, more newly released body camera video from a separate JSO-involved shooting, while the suspects say they had no idea they were opening fire on an officer.
Okay, take a look at this. The pictures are a little tough to see, but the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is looking for these 2 people in connection to multiple attempts to steal from local shoppers. Deputies say last month the man on the left stole a woman's credit card while she was shopping at a Publix in St. Augustine. The woman is accused of then using that card to buy hundreds of dollars worth of gift cards. Action News Jax Ryan Nelson is live in St. Augustine, and Ryan, deputies say the man has tried to steal from other shoppers in several local stores.
John, deputies say the man's been spotted in area grocery stores trying to steal personal items from people right off of their person. And just 9 days ago, he was spotted at this Publix on Jenkins Street in St. Augustine. Take a good look at your screen. It's hard to see the suspect because of his mask, but someone may be able to recognize his hat. Investigators say he stole a credit card out of a woman's wallet that was in her shopping cart. Later that day, investigators say the woman on your screen showed up at the Target on US 1 in St. Augustine using that stolen credit card. Deputies say she bought $800 worth of gift cards. I've reached out to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office requesting the other reports of the man trying to steal personal items. As soon as we receive those reports, we'll be sure to update you on air, online, and on the Action News Jax mobile app. Reporting in St. Augustine, Ryan Nelson, CBS 47 Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Only on Action News Jax, the Northwest Jacksonville neighborhood is on edge after a dog attacked a woman on their street. That dog is still at its home. Action News Jax Robert Grant joins us live. And Robert, you were there when animal control showed up, but again, they did not take the dog.
That's right, Tanika. That dog is still at the home tonight. And here's why neighbors are concerned. That attack happened just down the street here. just a little bit away from a playground. Neighbors tell me there's a lot of kids running around in this neighborhood. The pictures of the attack, they're pretty tough to look at, so we did blur them. But neighbors fear the next one could be deadly. Stacy Moses was walking home yesterday when a dog jumped out in a neighbor's yard.
The dog looked up and seen me across the street. He just lunged at me
and grabbed her arm. A gruesome attack that had Moses praying for her life. A neighbor walking nearby chased the dog off while Claude Chavez was driving by and stepped in to help.
There's no meat. There was just my bone. The worst sight I ever seen. I never seen nothing like that in my life. I'm still having nightmares about it because I never seen that.
According to the police report, the owner was trying to get the pit bull terrier inside when it took off toward Moses. These are pictures of the injury, too bloody to show, so we blurred them out.
If that was the little kid, that little kid would be dead right now.
The city tells Action News Jax the case is under investigation. I was there as Animal Control arrived today. The dog is still inside. According to Animal Control and Protective Services, if a dog bite is severe, it must be quarantined for 10 days in case of rabies, either at home or at a shelter. Which one depends on vaccination history, if the owner can control the dog, and the severity of the bite. Moses says that's not enough.
If the dog got out once, who's to say it couldn't get out again, and what else would he have done?
And I did ask the dog owner if he had any comment. He told me the dog is home with him tonight, but he did not want to say anything more. Live in Pickettville, Robert Grant, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Today, the homeless camp known as Tent City in downtown Jacksonville on Jefferson Street is empty. Action News Jax has showed you how this site grew over the past couple of weeks as word got out about help for the people living here. Action News Jax Alicia Tarancon was there as the city began removing tents and trash. She explains that not everyone wanted to leave this morning.
One by one, people began packing up their clothing, food, and tents along North Jefferson Street as the city of Jacksonville began clearing out the homeless camp.
A lot of these people are hurting. A lot of these people don't want to go.
This is a look from above with our Action News Jax Sky Vision drone. You can see how it looked just before noon today compared to last week when Tent City was packed. At 10 a.m., the city's solid waste came in to clear the trash that had been piling up over here in Tent City. The city tells me that it was a health and safety issue. It had been growing over the last couple of weeks as word got out about resources available to help. City Rescue Mission, along with several organizations and church groups, have been working to help move people to the temporary shelter located at the corner of Pearl and Ashley Street.
It's scary. We understand it's traumatic. We understand that you're hurt, you're fearful. But at the same time, it's a part of the process, and it's not an easy one, but it can be done. It's doable.
That shelter is only open for 30 days, but it's supposed to have enough beds for 150 people. Pastor Kimberly Pullings told Action News Jax the goal is to eventually find these people more permanent housing options.
We understand that there's a plan that we have to formulate, and that's something that we're all working collaboratively with the city to ensure that their voices are heard and where they want to go is heard.
Reporting in downtown, Alicia Tarancon, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
The next round of Publix appointments for COVID-19 vaccines opens tomorrow morning. Let's get you caught up with the very latest now on the pandemic. Those time slots will open tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. The appointments are for Saturday and Sunday. More CVS stores in our area will soon offer the vaccine. We'll explain that in minutes. Today, Florida reported 4,400 new cases of COVID-19. That's about what we've been seeing over the past 2 weeks or so. Action News Jax's live team coverage with our medical expert and the COVID-19 precautions you'll see at the Players' Championship this week. We begin with Action News Jax Bridget Matter, who shows us that our federal vaccination sites are not reaching their daily quotas.
FEMA says a steady number of people have been coming to this site in Brentwood, but the 3 federal sites have yet to meet their 3,000 daily allotment. We watched a small line form outside the federally run site in Brentwood. It's where teachers of all ages, people 65 and up, healthcare workers, first responders, and people deemed medically vulnerable can get vaccinated. Oliver Kiani, a genetics professor at the University of Gainesville, drove from Gainesville to get a vaccine.
There are no opportunities in Gainesville.
The federal site has the 2-dose Pfizer and 1-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Kiani wanted a one and done. He says he feels more protected, especially in a university setting.
It's much more comfortable teaching, in front of students again, and interacting with colleagues or just seeing friends.
So far, the federal vaccine site daily numbers have been underwhelming. Each day, FEMA releases vaccine numbers. Approximately 8,575 vaccines have been administered in 5 days among the 3 federally run sites. Far less than the 15,000 the 3 sites could have administered in 5 days. Governor Ron DeSantis announced people 60 and up will have the opportunity to get vaccinated starting Monday, meaning another group closer to immunity.
To be able to travel without having to worry about issues.
Kiani feels at ease knowing he's more protected. I asked FEMA for specific numbers from these sites, but they will not have them until later tonight. Of course, we'll keep you updated here once we hear back from them. In Brentwood, Bridget Matters, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Today, Governor Ron DeSantis announced another expansion for vaccines in CVS stores.
Beginning Thursday, eligible Floridians will be able to make appointments at an additional 76 CVS pharmacies. So CVS will have over 150 stores throughout the state.
And the new locations will offer the vaccine in Duval, Putnam, and St. Johns County. And once we have the exact locations, we'll put them online for you.
In Duval County, millions of dollars could be approved tonight to help local families struggling in the pandemic. Tonight at 6, we'll show you how the city is working to help renters across our area. In Clay County, the County Board of Commissioners is going to hold 3 community meetings for information on an emergency rental assistance program. The county got $6 million to help with rent relief. The meeting will be at 6:30, March 15th at Green Cove Springs City Hall, the 17th at the Keystone Heights Pavilion, and Thursday the 18th at the Orange Park Town Hall. St. Johns County schools will start and end the next school year later. The school board decided today the start date for schools will be pushed back to August 16th. The last day of school will now fall June 2nd. The change was made because the current school year right now started 3 weeks late because of the pandemic. So that will allow teachers a little more time to prepare during the summer for the coming school year.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, maybe you heard it. Today, 4 fighter jets flew over the city and the Sawgrass course for Military Appreciation Day at the Players. This multi-day event will play out a lot different than years past. Action News Jack's Megan Moriarty takes us behind the scenes of some of the new COVID safety measures and what you need to know before you head out to the tournament this week.
And things will look and feel different even when you're entering the Players. So this will only go off if I have something dangerous in my belongings. If that happens, I'll head over to this table and she can see it actually on her screen. This limits the number of people who have to get their bags searched. It also speeds up traffic going through. The Players Championship is back, but with a new game plan. After COVID-19 shut down the annual golf tournament last year at the start of the pandemic, the event is back in full swing, but with restrictions.
We're stressing the 3 W's. Wash your hands, watch your distance, and wear your mask.
Masks must be worn at all times during the day unless actively eating or drinking. And even then, you'll have to be 10 feet away from the ropes of the course. This is to protect the caddies and players who get tested weekly.
It's going to be unlike any other players they've ever gone to.
You'll also be asked if you have any symptoms associated with COVID-19 before entering.
No exposure and no contact. Got it? Thank y'all very much.
Everything is contactless to reduce interaction. And one of the biggest things you'll notice are the lack of people. It's capped at 20%, taking the usual 60,000 people crowds down to about 2,200. One thing's for sure, it will be an event unlike any other.
If you're lucky enough to have a ticket this year, you're going to have an incredible experience. Every view is going to be a front row seat.
In Ponte Vedra Beach, Megan Moriarty, Action News Jax.
How about that weather? I'm Action News Jax Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Certainly beautiful enough right now. How long will this last? How does it affect the players? Your first alert forecast in minutes.
Coming up, 2 stories you haven't seen on Action News Jax. First, warning you about a new scam targeting local wallets.
I woke up in a sweat thinking about it all over again.
How the criminals are tricking you and stealing your money. Then, we uncover a big problem hurting new local neighborhoods being built. Why your dream home might get put on the back burner for months. Next on Action News Jax.
It's our dedication to go after those local investigative stories that matter to people.
How tough has your recovery been?
It feels like it's taking forever.
Knowing that we can help. We had a viewer reach out to us. She said she had an unfair car repair bill, and we got her money back.
Thank you so much. You're the first person to listen.
It's why more people turn to Action News Jax.
Finding answers and making a difference.
Action News Jax, the #1 rated local news.
It's local coverage you can count on.
Got a business trip? Long weekend? Or maybe you just really want to try that new Toyota before you buy it? Then rent a Toyota at Arlington Toyota today with easy online reservations and rental rates as low as $19.95 a day. There's nothing stopping you from hitting the open road. You can even rent 2021 models. Rent a Toyota from Arlington Toyota. The best way to try it before you buy it. Reserve online at arlingtontoyota.com today.
We wanted to have all the windows replaced. We had several other quotes from other window companies, but ultimately chose Kohler because they had the most options to choose from, and we really liked our consultant. I would definitely recommend Kohler Homes. As a matter of fact, I already have.
Dinner with the Drakes. Tonight? Alexa, ask Buick to start my Encore GX. 4 fillets.
You know this dinner's for their
Kids. Thanks for watching them.
Where's the pizza?
The Buick Encore GX. During the March Madness event, current eligible Buick owners use purchase allowance and loyalty cash to get up to 22% below MSRP on 2020 Buick SUVs.
Sometimes accidents don't happen. When they do, call us.
We wanted to have all the windows replaced. We had several other quotes from other window companies, but ultimately chose Kohler because they had the most options to choose from, and we really liked our consultant. I would definitely recommend Kohler Homes. As a matter of fact, I already have.
I'm John Morgan. If you've been injured on the job, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan. Pound Law. That's all.
The First Alert 7-day forecast. On air, online, and on the go. Brought to you by ViStar. Don't like balance transfer fees? Neither do we. Transfer a balance to ViStar Visa and pay no fees and as low as 0% APR for 12 months.
Gift cards have become widely popular with billions sold every year worldwide. The Lamato reports they are a favorite among con artists, too.
I know this morning I woke up in a sweat thinking about it all over again.
Janet Ray is thinking about the phone call she received 4 months ago when someone claiming to be from Apple said she had been hacked.
My Apple Cloud had been hacked, and to the tune of about, I think $9,000.
The caller sent an email showing details of the hack that appeared to be from Apple support, but it was all a scam. He told Janet she needed to transfer funds in order to get her money back and clear the account, and everything would be reimbursed.
Oh, they're slick. They are slick.
Janet was instructed to go to several stores and buy 24 gift cards. She spent more than $10,000 and gave the con artist the redemption numbers. Her money was gone.
Every time I questioned him, he came back. He had a very smooth answer to it.
Janet is far from alone. The Federal Trade Commission says since 2018, Americans have lost $245 million paying off scammers with gift cards.
Anybody that asks them to buy a gift card for any sort of business thing and read the numbers off is running a scam. No legitimate business or government agency takes payment with gift cards.
Steve Baker with the Better Business Bureau says his organization has seen losses from gift card scams triple in the past 4 years.
If you buy gift cards and you read those numbers off, your money is gone and there's nothing you can do to get it back.
It was one of those things where I absolutely could not believe I had done it.
Janet is sharing her story so others don't become a victim of these scams. Phil Amato, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Take a look at this. Illegal guns and drugs now off local streets. This is a picture of what the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says they found in a recent bust. Investigators say they took 12 guns, including one that was stolen, as well as nearly 8 pounds of marijuana, hundreds of pills. One person was arrested. We're working to learn the suspect's name and where this bust happened. We'll keep you posted. A live look now at TIAA Bank Field. At least one current member of the Jaguars will be around for another year. Today, the Jags put the franchise tag on offensive tackle Cam Robinson. Head coach Urban Meyer says the hope is to sign him to a long-term deal and that there is a chance to reach one in the offseason.
Now, Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Wow, what a couple of beautiful days. Yes, it's been chilly at night, but hey, we would take this in a heartbeat here in a few months when it will be hot and hotter. Clear skies on Jax Beach, First Alert Skycam Network right now. A little bit rough there, but you can see quite a few people out and about. It is Duval County's schools spring break this week. Skies are clear. The temperatures have been on the cool side, no doubt 63. A northeasterly breeze off that water, and the water's still only in the mid to upper 50s. And this will be through much of this week. This sea breeze will develop. This easterly flow off the cool Atlantic just about each and every afternoon will keep the beaches several degrees cooler each day, but still very nice for the players. Tomorrow it's more practice rounds, only in the upper 60s to around 70, low to mid 70s. Then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as the tournament gets underway. A little tendency for those temperatures to warm even a little more by Saturday and Sunday as the sea breeze is delayed a little bit, but it's really quite comfortable. Plenty of sunshine and some gorgeous weather. No rain right now on 5 Sweep First Alert Doppler HD with dry and clear skies. What we have seen from time to time, you might have noticed some smoke in the air, especially looking to the west and to the southwest from Jacksonville. These are smoke plumes from prescribed burns that are set intentionally this time of year, take away some of the fuel from the potential wildfires as we get toward the peak of that season in April and May. Temperatures this evening will drop off pretty quickly, so grab a sweater or a jacket, much like the last several nights, down through the 50s over just the next few hours and into the mid to upper 40s by 10 p.m. Not much wind, at least. And while it won't be as cold as the last few mornings, it's still chilly to begin tomorrow at 7 a.m. And then as we go through the day, the temperatures up into the lower 70s by noon, and that east wind starts to do its thing by late afternoon. And you notice the cooler air here from Brunswick southward all the way to Jax Beach to St. Augustine, while inland spots will be at least several degrees milder. More of the same through tomorrow night into Thursday. A little bit milder tomorrow night and a little bit warmer on Thursday, but still cooler at the beaches. The one negative, of course, in this pattern continues to be the very high oak pollen counts. Primarily now pine has done its thing. Oak maturing now over the next week or two, and then those numbers will finally start to come down as well. So from Brunswick to Amelia Island to Atlantic Beach to Michaelers to St. Augustine tomorrow, upper 60s to around 70 degrees versus inland areas that'll see temperatures reach the low to mid 70s. And then Thursday and Friday, right on into your weekend, always in view in the First Alert 7-day forecast. Inland temperatures upper 70s to around 80. Again, still cooler at the beaches, but really a nice stretch of weather here. No significant rain. In fact, no rain in the First Alert 7-day forecast through Monday. Remember, we do spring forward early Sunday. Some scattered showers finally 7 days away about next Tuesday. ActionNewsJax.com. It's all of your latest First Alert weather, and you can download for free the First Alert weather app.
New on Action News Jax at 5:30, a selfless sacrifice from a Florida police officer. How he used his final moments to save others from getting hurt earlier today.
A day after saying vaccinated Americans could take off their masks, the CDC is saying they shouldn't travel for spring break. How one group is pushing back with safety precautions of its own.
All new, coming up at 5:30. We have brand new body cam video and pictures from an officer-involved shooting. Now Action News Jax investigates what went wrong when JSO entered a local woman's home. Coming up on Action News Jax. Local coverage you can count on. Action News Jax at 5 is brought to you in part by Farah and Farah. Here for you. Here for good.
My name is John Taylor. I'm a veteran, been in the military for 25 years. Leaving the doctor's office, and before I knew it, bam, a head-on collision. It just happened so fast, it's a wonder I got out. When I was hurt, when I was injured, who did I go to? I gave Farah and Farah a call. The team jumped on it. They just helped me, so I'm happy, man. They look at me, what I tell them? 396-5555. What is that number? That's my attorney's number.
What's most important to you in buying windows, siding, or doors? Is it energy savings, cost, quality, or warranty? Color, low maintenance, clean installation, service, or financing? Window World delivers on what's most important to you. Search Window World today.
Sometimes accidents don't happen. When they do, call us.
Everyone loves a beautiful smile. It's too bad you have to go to one place to see a dentist, another for cosmetic or implant dentistry, and still another for orthodontics, and they all still rely on some faraway lab? Fortunately, there is one place, David & Associates, that combines some of the nation's most experienced cosmetic and general dentists, board-certified surgeons, and orthodontists, all in one welcoming office. When it comes to comprehensive dental services, there's only one place, David & Associates.
There's always more to love at Subaru of Jacksonville during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Subaru of Jacksonville, Florida's only 7-time Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year winner, has 0% financing on new Subarus. Purchase the 21 Outback for just $26,299. Or lease a new Forester or Outback for only $249 a month. Plus a complimentary national lifetime warranty or 2 years maintenance. There's more to love at Subaru of Jacksonville, your favorite Subaru dealership for a generation and counting.
Drive a Subaru. You'll buy a Subaru.
We don't live our lives expecting something bad to happen. And when we are safely using a product, we don't expect it to fail. Yet in the blink of an eye, at times products fail and someone is seriously hurt. If this happens to you, it's not your fault and there should be accountability. Harrell & Harrell is the right team to help. Whether you're injured in a collision, or on an unsafe property, or a victim of a product failure. Harrell & Harrell, 251-1111. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
Window World professionally installs hurricane protection with the highest quality impact windows, shutters, patio, and entry doors. When thinking hurricane protection, think Window World. We'll get you ready. Allow peace of mind for you, your family, and your home. Search Window World today.
You're never home alone, and you're never away from home with SafeTouch, thanks to the two-way communicator and the My SafeTouch app. And right now, equipment and installation are free with a monitoring agreement. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve SafeTouch.
The airline industry is pushing back on the latest guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Action News' Jack's Samantha Manning explains why the CDC says vaccinated Americans should not travel.
The CDC is giving recommendations to fully vaccinated people for the first time, signaling that some Americans can start taking steps toward a more pre-pandemic life. But this latest guidance has the airline industry upset and pushing back. The CDC still recommends that fully vaccinated Americans should not travel.
At this time, the CDC is not adjusting current guidance on travel. Everyone, whether vaccinated or not, should continue to avoid medium and large-sized gatherings as well as non-essential travel.
The Group Airlines for America says they're taking safety precautions and that heavily filtered air, extra cleaning, and mask wearing significantly lowers the risk of COVID infection. The CDC mentions its guidance will be updated and expanded, and analysts believe that as more people get vaccinated, the more comfortable they will be with flying and travel. Meanwhile, 1.3 million people passed through airport security checkpoints Sunday, according to new numbers from the Transportation Security Administration. This is the highest number since January 3rd. Travel is expected to increase as spring break begins. Reporting from the Washington News Bureau, I'm Samantha Manning.
New at 5:30, the next 24 hours could determine how quickly you get your stimulus payment. The cost of lumber is going up right now, impacting new home construction. The step homeowners and builders are taking right now to save money while keeping projects going. And a Florida police department is mourning the loss of one of its own. How his chief says he used his final moments to save members of his community this morning.
I'm Kate Hatfield, and I'm a personal injury attorney here in Jacksonville. Our office maintains personal and direct communication with our clients to guide them through the legal process. Every step matters, and Hatfield & Hatfield is here to take those steps with you.
At New South, we understand Florida weather. That's why we design and make the ultimate Florida window. Impact-rated windows and doors that are tested to Florida's toughest standards. Designed to keep the heat out and the cool air in, saving you money. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, and guaranteed for life. And that's why we're
Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call today.
Stand up and make some noise
for your new heat lineup at Pollo Tropical, starring the saucy, spicy, crispy chicken sandwich. Next, our stacked diesel Tostón Caliente. And a warm welcome to the flaming drizzle spicy heat sauce. Pollo Tropical, the official pollo of your Miami Heat.
You can depend on Florida farmers. We are your neighbors. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you see our logo in the store, you know that our name is on it because we stand behind it. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose fresh from Florida.
What makes Beaux-Arts different? Let us show you.
We have beautiful showrooms designed to tailor experiences to every client. The largest inventory and service center in Northeast Florida that you may never have to see.
The Bird's Nest Day School, one example of how happy employees make happy customers.
We're proud of our people and our facility, so come in and join us for a burger, and let us show you how Beaux-Arts is driven to inspire.
You look nice. Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
I'm Kate Hatfield, and I'm a personal injury attorney here in Jacksonville. Our office maintains personal and direct communication with our clients to guide them through the legal process. Every step matters, and Hatfield is here to take those steps with you.
At 5, we showed you this new video of a shootout between a JSO officer and a suspect from yesterday's shooting in West Jacksonville. JSO released the video to us this afternoon, but before that, the state attorney's office released new evidence, including body camera video of a JSO drug raid that led to an officer being shot and injured last year.
Action News Jack's Paige Kelton joins us live in the newsroom. Paige, the couple charged says that they were asleep when JSO barged in without a warrant.
It's called a no-knock warrant. And tonight, Diamonds Ford and her fiancé, Anthony Gant, are charged with attempted murder of an officer and armed possession of pot with intent to sell. The video released today shows a couple confused by why police are there. Pictures show what was inside the home after the JSO raid.
He don't have it on him.
Relax. It's part of the procedure, all right? Relax.
Y'all done already beat the man up. Didn't even call. Let me guess.
Do you have anything on you?
What was the threat?
JSO body cameras captured Diamonds Ford moments after she and her fiancé were arrested September 28th. These are pictures of their home. According to the JSO arrest and booking report, the narcotics unit served a search warrant. Investigators say they obtained evidence of numerous drug activities, but none of that evidence was explained in detail in the report. We spoke with Ford's attorney last month. Stephen Kelly says believing someone was breaking in, Ford shot her gun in self-defense, ran into the bathroom and called 911.
I think that in this case, the first interaction with their home was a break and rake on the bedroom window.
These are images of the JSO officer who was injured. It looks like the bullet grazed him. Witnesses reported hearing JSO announce themselves, but Anthony Gant told an officer on the scene that wasn't the case.
They said they hopped on the intercom and said, I didn't hear any of that. Right. So what, like, how does that go? Like, does that even matter that you didn't hear?
Body-worn camera video shows Gant repeatedly ask if anyone was injured. Another camera shows an officer helping to cover a thankful Diamonds Ford who was only wearing her bedclothes before she walks into JSO. We're still waiting for the 911 calls that, according to her attorney, show a frightened Ford calling police for help, thinking someone had broken in. The JSO officer who was injured recovered. With the help of civic groups, Ford bonded out. Her fiancé remains in jail tonight. In the newsroom, Paige Kelton, Action News Jax.
Let's go live now for a look at the Capitol in Washington, D.C., where the House of Representatives is set to vote for the final time on President Biden's stimulus bill. Besides getting $1,400 payments to qualifying Americans, we're getting a better idea of how much money Florida could receive in this bill. Action News Jack's Blair Miller explains.
Right now, everyone's focused on those stimulus checks, but today we also found billions of dollars going to our state and local governments. A vote on the latest relief bill coming soon, with members of Congress saying paperwork is delaying a vote as they make their way through this major spending package.
This is big, powerful stuff. These are solutions the American people hunger for.
Republicans countering, saying not a single House or Senate Republican has voted for the plan.
This isn't a pandemic rescue package. It's a parade of left-wing pet projects that are ramming through. They're ramming through during a pandemic.
We went through this list from the House Oversight Committee to see how much money each state is estimated to get if the bill is approved. A total of $350 billion would go to state and local governments. Florida would see $17.6 billion for state and local governments. That's just part of it. It also includes stimulus checks, which would provide $5,600 for a typical family of four making less than $100,000. The bill would also extend unemployment benefits for roughly 11 million Americans, expand the child tax credit, which would reach $66 million, and provide tens of billions of dollars for rental and homeowner assistance. The president watching closely and ready to sign his first major piece of legislation.
As soon as I get it.
The National League of Cities held a virtual conference today with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi saying help is on the way.
Within days, either tonight or tomorrow, we will pass it, and just a matter of days, it will be on President Biden's desk.
As for those stimulus checks, the White House says you could see those in your account as soon as the end of the month. In Washington, Blair Miller, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
Thursday, President Biden will address the nation, expected to happen at 8 o'clock Thursday night. The president will mark 1 year since coronavirus-related lockdowns started in the U.S. You can watch it right here on CBS 47 and Fox 30 or on the Action News Jax app.
Just into the Action News Jax newsroom, the FBI has new videos of a person suspected of placing pipe bombs around the nation's capital the day before the siege at the building in January. And if you take a look, they appear to show a person in a gray hooded sweatshirt carrying a bag. 2 bombs were placed near the DNC and RNC the night before the attack at the Capitol. The FBI says that these could have been set off, and they're looking for people who have information on this suspect, as well as the others who broke into the Capitol building. 5 local people have been arrested in connection to the siege. The case of a Georgia teenager found rolled up in a gym mat is being reopened. New documents on the 2013 death of Kendrick Johnson were released this week, and he was found dead in a mat inside of his high school gym. The case was originally ruled an accident.
Crews right now are cutting Section 2 of the Golden Ray cargo ship. These are new pictures of the work happening. We told you last month when teams decided to move away from Section 7, which was being cut for more than a month, to move on to Section 2. So here's how the cutting process works. We've told you this before. Massive chains are used to saw the ship. Then after the section is cut, it is lifted up by a massive crane onto a barge and taken to a recycling plant in Louisiana. A total of 8 sections will ultimately be cut. It has been a year and a half since the ship capsized. We brought you the exclusive coverage of the rescue mission that brought the crew to safety back in September of 2019. Most of the crew on the ship was rescued the same day the Golden Ray capsized. The final 4 crew members were rescued a day later. You can find the pictures and video from that rescue and read about the efforts to remove the ship on actionnewsjax.com.
You have 3 more days to help get kids books for the summer. Donate to Tanika's Books for Kids. It's really easy to do. Grab your phone, open up the camera, point it at that QR code, and it will link you to where you can donate and buy books online or make a donation to the Jacksonville Library Foundation. We are accepting donations until Friday. Thank you so much for all the donations that are already coming in. Well, a hang-up with employee training catches the eye of state inspectors. Ahead at 6 on your Kid Care Report, the facility that was cited twice in 4 months.
A Florida Police Department mourning the loss of one of its own. How the officer's chief says he used his final moments to save members of his community this morning.
When it comes to cleaning your air ducts, it takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. We clean your entire system. Call today and save.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Some clients say they're not the type of person who sues, but many of our cases are settled without having to sue anyone. In almost all of our car crash cases, insurance companies are responsible for paying the claim, not the person who hit you. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Are you ready for fun again? For the excitement of meeting incredible animals, the rush of thrill after thrill, the joy of seeing furry friends, and the adventure of over 200 flavors to sample. Don't miss all the fun all year long at SeaWorld, where we're making your safety a top priority with limited capacity, physical distancing, and more. For a limited time, save up to $50 on tickets.
Get moving with the Planet Fitness Black Card and check out all the perks for zero enrollment, $22.99 a month, now through March 16th. Like access to over 2,000 locations? You've got it. Bring a guest anytime. That's right. And relax and unwind with massage chairs and more. Plus, get tons of variety and space to move in our super clean clubs. Your fitness is essential. Get the PF Black Card for zero enrollment and $22.99 a month. Hurry. Deal ends March 16th.
Get the PF Black Card and all the perks for no enrollment fee. Hurry, offer ends March 16th.
Hi, I'm attorney Rebecca Witt from Rubenstein Law, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 11, truck accidents require special attention. Sometimes drivers are put in a difficult position and accidents happen. Driving without sleep can be as dangerous as drunk driving. Evidence needs to be preserved for inspection without delay. Some trucking companies hide insurance, but we know how to find it.
For all these rules and more, go to RubensteinLaw.com.
I'm Action News Jack's anchor Phil Amato. Roughly 1 in 20 people will get colon cancer, yet most don't know it's preventable.
Action News Jax is partnering with Borland Groover for the March to Get Screened 5K. Sign up at marchtoGetScreened.com and join us.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
The First Alert 7-day forecast. On air, online, and on the go. Brought to you by ViStar. Don't like balance transfer fees? Neither do we. Transfer a balance to ViStar Visa and pay no fees and as low as 0% APR for 12 months.
People fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can safely visit with other vaccinated people. That's according to CDC guidelines that were just released. And Action News Jax first reported yesterday. This includes meeting with other vaccinated people inside without masks or social distancing, and inside with unvaccinated people from the same home without masks or distancing. Fully vaccinated means those who are 2 weeks past their final vaccine dose. Today, I asked Action News Jax medical expert Dr. Michelle Aquino about when the CDC may let us all stop wearing masks.
That level, I think, is herd immunity, and that number for herd immunity is somewhere between 70 and 90%. And I think the closer we get there, we're going to have more information, and we'll be able to hopefully decrease, the restrictions. You don't want to come this far. We're 14 months in, right? You don't want to come this far, end up getting COVID in the next week or two, and then die, knowing that the vaccines we have, if you get your vaccine, there have been no deaths after someone has gotten a vaccine from COVID. Think about that.
So again, herd immunity, 70 to 90% of people vaccinated. You can hear more from Dr. Aquino at any time on ActionNewsJax.com. Just click the COVID-19, the vaccine tab on ActionNewsJax.com.
I'm Action News Jax, Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Some beautiful weather, but we still are dealing with pollen. I'll have that first alert pollen forecast coming up for you in minutes.
Filing your taxes for free. Ahead at 6, consumer expert Clark Howard shows you how you can skip over a TurboTax and H&R Block and do your own taxes safely without spending any money. And the cost of lumber going up right now, putting new home construction in jeopardy.
The situation over the last year where we had drastically reduced supply and at the same time drastically increased demand.
The step homeowners and builders are taking right now to save money while keeping projects going.
Baby
babysitting for a friend ate up her cash.
I can't afford having extra 3 kids to support.
Judge Judy.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 47.
You're never home alone, and you're never away from home with Safe Touch, thanks to the two-way communicator and the My Safe Touch app. And right now, equipment and installation are free with a monitoring agreement. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve Safe Touch.
It's time to remodel your bathroom, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath. From start to stunning.
Call Rebath today at 904-209-9629 or visit us online at rebath.com.
The best way to learn about how we've helped your friends and neighbors over the years is to check out our reviews. Go to HeraldandHerald.com. Don't settle for less than you deserve.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at Academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Rooms to Go Kids. Savings time on cool kids beds, big on style and function, starting as low as $225. Get super sale prices on awesome bunk and loft beds. Save on upholstered beds, Go bookcase beds, day beds, storage beds. Get great savings on complete bedrooms in a ton of go-to styles. Plus, get 66-month interest-free financing now at the Rooms to Go Kids 30th anniversary sale.
Hello, I'm Gordon Fenderson with the Fenderson Law Firm. I wish I could prevent every accident, but when a serious accident or injury strikes in your life, you need a capable, compassionate team of lawyers who will fight for your rights. Come see me. You won't pay a cent unless we win your case. Call me at 854-4222. That's 854-4222. Or visit FendersonLaw.com. Fenderson Law Firm. Because justice matters. Offices Jacksonville.
ArlingtonToyota.com. Over 800 new and used vehicles at your fingertips. Just push start.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath. From start to stunning.
Call Rebath today at 904-209-9629 or visit us online at rebath.com.
If you have a medical malpractice or nursing home claim, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan. Pound Law, that's all.
Nally Honda Brunswick, South Georgia's credit rebuilder. GetYourHonda.com.
Right now, new home construction and home improvement projects are more expensive than they've been in years.
As Action News' Jack's Philomato reports, it's because of supply and demand. And the issue is wood.
New houses are going up. Homeowners are dreaming of spacious additions or maybe even just a better deck. All of this takes wood, a hot commodity right now.
The situation over the last year where we had drastically reduced supply and at the same time drastically increased demand. And the way the market operates is prices go up.
That would be way up, according to Mark Osborne, Vice President of Purchasing at a lumber company. He says a year ago, a wood price index stood at 400.
Right now, it's at 1,002, so it's more than almost 2.5 times.
With working from home and not traveling, homeowners are upgrading their homes any way they can. Osborne says many will be stunned as they price out their projects.
That's going to be a big sticker shock right there. I think that a lot of people who maybe their neighbor put on a new deck 2 years ago might have a certain figure in mind as to what it's going to cost them. And in fact, it's going to be more than double what it was, just for the cost of materials alone.
And that's only if all the necessary materials are even available for the project.
You might have all the deck boards ready and all the balusters necessary for the railing, but you don't have the railing itself.
Our clients would have to make decisions very quickly, which always kind of unnerves people.
Ellen Perco is with an architectural firm. She's now designing some projects with less wood, like this 4-story staircase at a townhouse.
We were doing it in steel because it was structurally the better way to go, but we were going to clad it in wood. As a result of some availability issues, we decided to relook at it in steel instead. And frankly, I think it kind of benefited the project. It made it a little more intriguing.
She says clients are constantly juggling aesthetics, scheduling, and cost.
Is budget a concern, and maybe you want to rethink your schedule, and can you hold off for a little while?
Both Perco and Osborne expect prices to moderate eventually.
We've had a lot of customers looking for alternates in building materials, but in terms of if you're going to be using wood, there's really not much you can do except for wait, be patient.
These price increases are putting enormous pressure on the cost of new housing. The National Association of Home Builders estimates these record-high lumber prices are now adding about $25,000 to the price of an average new home. Phil Amato, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
The royal family says it is saddened in its first statement since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah Winfrey. Their statement reads in part, "The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately." Today, Markle's father addressed one of the more controversial moments from the interview when his daughter claimed the royal family asked about the color of her son's skin.
The thing about what color will the baby be or how dark will the baby be, I'm guessing and hoping it's just a dumb question from somebody. You know, it could just be that simple. It could be somebody asked a stupid question.
Markle and his daughter have been estranged since her marriage to Prince Harry in 2018.
Now, Action News Jax First Alert Weather.
Nice temperatures, really mild, nice and cool at night, maybe a little too cool for some, but mild afternoon, 66 degrees right now. The interesting part of this is much of the eastern half of the country is at least as warm, if not warmer. You can go all the way north to Kansas City. It's warmer than Jacksonville right now. Look at International Falls and Minneapolis at 62, only 4 degrees cooler than Jacksonville this afternoon. The cold air resides over the northwestern U.S., and that's a change in the weather pattern. We brought you the first alert on that last week, with the jet stream now starting to dive into the western part of the country, and that means warmer temperatures start to push northward, and that will eventually be true here, too. It's been awfully nice and mild, and again, cool nights. We'll see a gradual warming trend now the rest of the week. 5-speed first alert Doppler HD, quiet tonight. We zoom into St. Augustine, where the skies right now are mostly clear. We see just a few scattered clouds there off to the east, but not much in the way of cloud cover this afternoon. A good deal of sun, mild temperatures, 62 degrees right now in Jacksonville. And the temperatures as we go through this evening will fall a little more slowly at the beaches. 59 at 8 p.m. By 11 p.m. a temperature still in the 50s, in the mid to upper 50s, while inland spots will drop off faster. You'll want a sweater and jacket after sunset, no doubt, much like the last few nights. But here's our warming trend. As we go through this week, the temperatures with the high pressure area starting to build in the upper levels of the atmosphere. There's that jet stream diving down over the western part of the U.S., so that's where the storminess will be. High pressure, well, that implies dry weather and that those warmer temperatures, too, as we go through this week, right on into the weekend. And we'll go a little bit above average for those temperatures, but it also means our pollen continues to be problematic. High to very high counts for the rest of the week. Now, the pine has peaked, so we're past that, but the oak pollen is peaking now, and we'll have those very high levels this week right on into the weekend. And that's the one negative. Otherwise, gorgeous weather for the players, which will have another practice round tomorrow, but the tournament Thursday, Friday, right on into your weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Temperature's not bad. There'll be an easterly wind, and of course the players' course very close to the coast. So you're going to be looking at partly sunny skies and temperatures that won't be as warm as inland areas. Low 70s Thursday, warming to the mid to upper 70s by Sunday under a partly sunny sky. And there's that warming trend right through the weekend, always in view in the first alert 7-day forecast with inland spots near 80 degrees all the way into early next week with a few scattered showers finally in about a week's time on Tuesday. All your latest First Alert weather is at actionnewsjax.com, and for free you can download the First Alert weather app.
Coming up, 2 stories you haven't seen on Action News Jax. First, it's an Action News Jax exclusive. Someone with a gun ran up on a local sailor and tried to steal his car.
He has a gun to my face, magazine, finger on the trigger.
His terrifying story and the search to track down the person who shot at him.
Then, tax season is here, but that doesn't mean you have to pay someone to get them done. Consumer expert Clark Howard shows you how to find out if you qualify for free help. Next on Action News Jax.
South Georgia and North Florida, you now have a choice. The all-new Nelly Hyundai in Brunswick. An easy drive from everywhere. Plus, no double dock fees. The all-new Nelly Hyundai in Brunswick. Check us out at getyourhonda.com.
Hi, I'm Ed Augustine, owner of Paramount Builders. We're a Florida home improvement company, and we've been serving homeowners for almost 3 decades. Right now, we're offering you no interest, no monthly payments, and no down payment until 2022. Windows, roofing, siding and trim, and gutters. We'll also be giving you 60% off labor just to make improving your home a little bit easier. Give us a call or go online and make your appointment today. And thank you from all of us at Paramount Builders.
When choosing a lawyer, the choices seem unlimited. Truth is, few lawyers have the money and talent needed for your case. Some need the money more than you do. Here's what's important to know. The insurance company has unlimited money. Some of our cases have over $100,000 in cost alone, with expert witnesses, trial exhibits, and investigations. We fight fire with fire. Size is our strength. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
You can depend on Florida farmers. We are your neighbors. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you see our logo in the store, you know that our name is on it because we stand behind it. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose fresh from Florida.
Brakes for less. If you have the squeal, we have the deal. Not just 2 wheels, all 4 wheels for $179. We are the brake experts in town. It's simple. All we do are brakes, and we get you in and out fast. Plus, everyone wins on Wednesday, where every brake job is 10% off. Don't forget, you get us your keys by 4:30. Your brakes are done today. Brakes for less. Set up an appointment online. Give us a call, or just walk in.
What's up, Jacksonville? Doc Tony. One thing for sure, for the time being, things have changed. However, accidents are still happening. Get treated for your injuries. Car accident? After 911 call. 1-800-DOC-TONY. I'm more than a catchy number. I'm real.
Hey, guys. I have something I guarantee you're going to love, because let me tell you, I got this out of the packaging, I started trying it, and all of my people who work for me came up to the office and were like, hey, I need one of those. Hey, I want one of those. Hey, can I have one of those? What am I talking about? This is Reathlete. It's a company that I'm sure you've heard about. They're on social media. Everybody's talking about them. It's the hottest ticket, because this concept of percussive therapy is one of the hottest concepts going right now. You're going to have your choice of some different models. We have the Deep 4, we have the Fold, and it's going to come with, by the way, different attachments, which I absolutely love. So this is one that you're going to charge. When you charge, you're going to find whatever attachment you want, and then you're going to decide where you want this therapy. Physical therapists started out using this. Professional sports trainers use this on professional athletes, and the athletes were using it, and then personal trainers in gyms are using it, and this is what everybody's talking about. So now I have it in here, right, all charged. I'm going to hold this for a minute. This is percussive therapy. This is almost like a deep tissue, but you're controlling it. This is going to be an unbelievable pinpoint massage. You know how you get all the tension right up here? Wait, hold on. Oh my, yeah. I'm sorry, am I ignoring you? So this is amazing. Now, there's a lot of great options on localsteels.com. There's even more great options than what I'm showing you here. But here's the deal. You wake up funny, you sit too long, your back hurts, you overdid it in the gym. Anyone would love this. Everyone would love this. You can do this while you're watching TV. You can do this anytime, day or night. Here's what I love. These can be extremely investment oriented. If you go to localsteels.com right now, they're 20 to 44% off. Do yourself a favor. Make yourself happy. Trust me, you will love it.
Here's what to watch tonight on CBS 47 and Fox 30.
A Florida police department says an officer died in a wrong-way crash because he was trying to protect others. This clearly is the wrong video. Here's the right video. It happened this morning on Interstate 275. A car was driving the wrong direction and slammed into Tampa officer Jesse Madsden's car. The chief of police says that they all believe that Madsden was trying to save other lives.
We have reason to believe that he veered into this oncoming car to protect others. That is what we have gathered through some of our witnesses, some of our investigation. So when you look at someone who's earned 7 life-saving awards, it's no surprise that he would take such swift action and do this.
Selfless act of heroism. The driver of the other car died. Madsden served on the force for 16 years. Leaves behind a wife and 3 children.
Wildlife officials investigating a rise in manatee deaths here in Florida. In the first 6 weeks of the year, Florida Fish and Wildlife says more than 300 manatees died, and that's more than half as many in all of 2020. Experts say they could be having a hard time finding food because too many nutrients in the water kills the seagrass that they eat.
Generally, they could just leave on a little warmer day and go feed somewhere nearby, but there is no real significant food source anywhere nearby anymore.
If boaters see a manatee in distress, they need to call FWC so they can come and help it. That number is 1-888-404-FWCC.
Get your cowbells ready. That's right, not enough cowbell and rock and roll anymore. Rock legends Blue Oyster Cult coming to the St. Augustine Amp. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 o'clock. Concert is May 22nd. Anybody know what day of the week that is? Because if it's a weekday, I can't go. But hopefully it's a weekend. Somebody let me know. This is limited capacity, of course, with distance seating. Face coverings are required May 22nd.